he about to see me. I don't care. He finna see me for real. Hold on, I got my mama right here. Hold on. Mama. Hey, son, what's wrong? Yeah, no, I'm finna fight this nigga named John. I don't care, man. John? Baby, that's that boy that fought that pit bull. Got that little plate to start. Mama, are you serious? No, he's right there. I will dust your ass. Nope, not convincing.
Alright, so episode 7 of Invisible's here. And hey, man, y'all was talking the craziest about Thragg last episode. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them niggas too for a second. But I think we all forgot that this nigga was and still is the Emperor of the Viltrumites, bro. We start off with a prologue going back to when Argo, who's having a meeting with some of the best Viltrumites at the time to discuss a population rebelling against the Viltrum Empire. Thetis proposes that we let them live, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of see why Thragg and it was not fucking with this shit off here. I mean, this was literally a random civilization that did not fuck with them, and I mean, some of the old heads know that one scene from the Ants movie. One person can turn into a million quick as hell.
But there was that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant.
Ooh.
One ant.
Yeah, you're right. Let's pretend this brain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt?
Nope.
Well, how about this one? How about this?
Thetis is still proposing this idea, and Thragg also is not fucking with this shit, who is currently the Grand Regent, or the number 2 in the situation at the time. And like, I don't know no Viltruman and shit, but I still don't see why this was Thetis' last straw. Like, I feel like the show didn't adapt some key segments or some shit. It just seemed like bro wanted him out of here. They got this man Thetis leaping from the ceilings like it's Assassin's Creed or some shit. Now something I was just gonna add during this, I feel like I was just gonna add just a little cherry. They all had this meeting, right? And Thetis was the one person opposing. So, you know, obviously it's gonna raise some questions. Thragg was one of the niggas who raised the question. Like, I noticed how the Big T and Argo, they were talking after the meeting, right? Thragg noticed something was off about Thetis opposing the Viltrumites. I mean, obviously, like, Argo's response was basically, if you sense something, then act on it. And then this nigga's Thragg's response was, perhaps I was mistaken. Like, you know, I ain't gonna say too much. You know, maybe apart from the fact that bro pretty much just let his mans die, but like, Thragg breaks the news that Argo died and that he would be next up as emperor. This man's first order of business was slicing the first nigga he accused of being a betrayer. Nah, bro, this shit was genuinely foul as hell. Nigga talking about some I don't believe you. Like, I don't know, bro. We never heard this Viltrumite speak until now, but he damn sure had that energy with Thetis over there. But Thragg ended up making some huge budget cuts, which was basically the Viltrumite purge. I don't even know why he did that shit at that point. Like, we'll go back to the present time with Mark in the game, who managed to chew off the Viltrumites for now. And this man Thetis ain't trying to waste no time. Bro trying to go right after them. And I mean, at this point, yeah, we low-key cannot let these niggas have any type of downtime. Like, I had to include a scene where they're all eating and getting ready and shit, cause they start talking about their favorite meals. And Zoe come up with, you know, Burger Mart. Oliver talking about some fucking lame-ass Paul spaghetti or some shit. And this man Battle be psyched out as talking about his last meal being the blood that he chokes on. Like,
my final meal will be my own blood as I choke on it, breathing my last breath after a legendary battle with a superior opponent.
Yeah, nah, bro. No 2 minutes for you. I'm seeing that shit off rip. We get to the planet and like, yeah, bro, you know, this shot was clean. I'm not gonna lie, they did it a little bit of justice. But compared to the comic book, bro, they did this shit absolutely no justice. Like, but that was just some random little shit. The show was still fire, bro. They get to the Viltrum planet and we got one of these niggas camping in the dead body, and then got Thragg waiting at the end of all this. Like, got this man Battle Beast jumping for joy. They started throwing crazy hands. Space Racer coming through. Bro had one fucking job with this shot and missed by a whole inch. Thragg just sitting there this whole fucking time. You know, just something else I'm pointing at. Like, you know, Omni-Man seen on that shit, he was not fucking with the fact Thragg wasn't getting it in, bro. Like, so he tried to go after him, and like, I could have sworn bro was just talking about how you don't push Thragg alone. But he's here, and he quickly learned his lesson. The nigga grabbed him and hit him with one of the strongest punches like I've seen, literally turning this thing into a whole meteor. But Thragg comes down to meet where Omni-Man lands, and he offers him a truce to forgive everything and rejoin the Viltrumite. Omni-Man obviously declined. Bro literally told him the Viltrumites were a tomb site. That shit sent Thragg's cortisols right through the roof, but I'm not gonna lie. He pulls him into another room, just dead nigga Argo's skull, to ask him again, like that shit was about to change anything. And bro still said no. And Thragg's response was turning this nigga into a meteor again. So I don't know what this man Oliver was thinking solo pushing Thragg, but this man wasted absolutely no time humbling him real quick. I'm not gonna lie, even though I already seen like this one scene from the comic book, seeing that shit come up on the actual screen low-key, I ain't gonna lie, that shit still hit. But that ended up sending Mark into a rage. Nigga accidentally gave us one of the top 5 impact frames of all time. Shit ended up costing the whole episode's animation. Everybody started brawling out again, and this man Omni-Man is still fucking flying away. Guy got here giving niggas Looney Tune physics. Mark really tried to push his man Thragg solo again, ended up grabbing his hand and giving him the pimp slap of a lifetime. Like, Omni-Man finally locks in and gains control, only to see that everyone is like low-key getting fucked up, like, literally. So Omni-Man groups up with Thetis, Mark, and Space Racer so they could put in the first actual hit in the Viltrumite war. But like, in case everybody forgot, bro, Thragg is still alive and these niggas just said fuck it and went for the objective. Respected them. But the way this shit was going, Omni-Man was not lying whenever he said,
However strong you think you are, Thragg is stronger.
because when they escaped the site and grouped back up to tell them to surrender, they got this nigga Thragg coming back full force talking about he'd rather die.
I choose death!
Bro came through and immediately started with Thetis, grabbed the nigga by the neck, and I think y'all already know what happened next. But bro told everyone he's next, and I'm not gonna lie, this nigga was not messing around. Nigga immediately went full charge at Omni-Man, just started spamming straight M1s. After all that, bro just genuinely switched it up mid-fight and started targeting Mark. He got this man fearing for his life right now. Like, got this man asking Nolan, how do we beat him and shit? And all he could say was Mark before he got the dismantle treatment. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this nigga Thragg is moving different right now, and like, I know nigga, it was a night and day different. Niggas glazing and hating on him, bro. Had this man Mark in complete shock. Like, Mark tried running it again out of anger, and I mean, at that point you might as well. This nigga couldn't even run away. Like, but obviously bro failed and got hit with that classic eye treatment. Thragg low-key realized that he gotta chill because they already at an all-time low with the Viltrumites, and killing Mark as of now honestly like a high value target. So Thragg goes off on killing them. The Talica group comes to scoop them up, and they all surprisingly survived it. And they try to replan because as of right now, we don't know where the Viltrumites are at, bro. But it's been like 3 weeks since that shit happened by now. And while they're all having to talk, it hits Mark. The Viltrumites have gone to Earth. And then that's where the ending of episode 7 starts. And like, I'm not gonna lie, we flew through this season, bro, but this was definitely one of my favorite ones so far. I'm almost certain season 5 is gonna top it if they can do it right. But that's all I really got for today's video, man. If y'all boys do enjoy, make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment down below.